Hello, my peeps. Good day to everyone. Thank you for stopping by my channel again. So this video is going to be on the Martha Brae River. I spoke a little bit about it in my previous video on the Rio Hotel, because there's what there, when I took a tour of this river, I was informed of one component of this river, and I found it to be interesting. I know a big part of this channel is a history component. So I like to share these information. Most people that do visit Jamaica and do go on rafting on this Martha Brae River, you know, of course, it's a beautiful river. The tour is beautiful, but that's it for them. You know what I mean? So I like the fact that it's not just a river that you can enjoy, but there's a significant history to it or component to it. So that's what I'm going to be sharing a little bit later in the video, that main component. But just to give a history of the river. So our research said the Martha Brae got his name from the Tanyo. There was a Tanyo witch, and a Tanyo is like they're one of the earliest settlers in Jamaica, and they came from South America. It's spelled Taino, and you might say Tanyos, so with a S for people if you want to look it up. Now, this is news to me, and because I thought the first settlers in Jamaica were the Arawaks, you know, Arawaks tribe, are, people. I'm not sure if the Tano is the same as the Arawaks. So, yeah, if anybody here from Jamaica watching this video, drop a comment. Let me know. Are they the same set of people? Because I never heard of the Tano. I thought they were more associated with, like, Latin countries, and Arawaks were from the Caribbean. So yeah, so that's one thing. So that's where the river got its name from. Another thing, Farmont, Jamaica, Trelawny, and I said it in my other video as well, it was one of the first places, not just in the Caribbean, but in the Western Hemisphere, that had a water supply system, indoor plumbing, water to the town. And it was created to bring water to the town and to the ships that was to dock at the port. And so that's one main, and the water back then came from the Martha Brae River. And there was a reason why I was able to use the Martha Brae River, and that's what I'm going to discuss a little bit further. That component I mentioned, I'm going to discuss a little bit further in the video. So yeah, so definitely, yeah, of course, if you're going to Jamaica and you're looking for a beautiful, nice relaxation tour, the Martha Brae River is so worth it. Um, the tour is about 45 minutes, so you really get your money's worth. When I went, I had to pay $50, so it's $50 per person, and along the tour you can there's like a lady that sell coconuts. You can get yourself her fresh coconuts and everything. But yeah, it is definitely worth. If it's busy, the guys who um, I guess navigate or drive the raft, you could say, they call themselves captains. So if it's busy, you might get like 35 minutes because they're rushing to go get another customer. But it's worth it. It's beautiful river, very quiet, very tranquil. It's definitely a relaxing experience. So my peeps, I want to make a correction. I've earlier said I thought the Tanyos were associated with Latin countries and Arawaks were associated with the Caribbean. That was a bad mistake. Of course, there are Latin islands in the Caribbean, like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. I guess what I was trying to say, I thought the Tanyos were more found in Latin islands, choosing silly because people come to speak Spanish in those islands because of the Spaniards who came way after. So, anyway, I just thought Arawaks were associated with Jamaica, so I need to do some more research on the Tanos people. So drum roll, the um, the component I wanted to share. Well, before I share that, so I know you guys. Let me speak about the raft a little bit. So the raft that's used, of course, is made from bamboo, and the bamboo is, cut or harvest. If you take the tour, you see a lot of bamboo trees along the river. But when I was speaking to one of the navigators or the captains at the raft, the guys who drive the raft, they said they go inland, and I guess inland have probably drier bamboo that they can work with. I'm not sure, but they cut them from inland. And you do have guys who special that's their job, right? They go inland, they cut the bamboo, they make the raft, and they sell it to the guys who do the tour. Some of them make their own raft, and some of them purchase the raft from these guys. Speaking to the guy, he said the rafts normally last like 6 months, because after 6 months, around 6 months, the bamboo raft start to get a little bit waterlogged, meaning it doesn't hold its buoyancy as it used to. So they normally replace them like after a little bit after 6 months. So that's one thing. So another thing is so this is associated with the major component I'm about to talk about. So I also see these videos. I'm pretty sure you guys see these videos too online, where you see these women getting a scrub, a body scrub with a white in. I thought it was soap. I didn't know what it was, but I did find it to be strange. I'm like, who came up with that idea? Let me give you a tour down the river. Then at the end of the tour, I'm gonna give you a scrub massage. So I was like, damn, that's weird. You'd expect to see that at a spa, like, but when I found out what they use to give the scrub massage, it made sense. Everything made sense. So germ roll, right? So what they use to give these scrub massages is limestone. Limestone, right? And this limestone also, this is a big thing, make the Martha Brae River, the water is fresh and is actually drinkable, because limestone acts as a filtration, right? So it purifies the water. So that's maybe that's not big news to people, but I found that to be interesting, because we take the tour, we enjoy the river, but I didn't know that river was fresh water. I'm not saying you should just, while you're on the raft, you just should just take up a handful and drink some. No, you're probably maybe in a less popular area, but if you're stuck in the woods and you can't find some water to drink, yeah, you could take a drink from the Martha Brae River. You be all right. In case you lose your spring water on your way, a bottle of spring water while you're doing a hike or something, right? So I just wanted to share that, because I was like, wow, I didn't know this river that so many people enjoy and is actually fresh, purified water that you can actually drink. And some of the other benefit, and this is why the Martha Brae River was utilized in farming having a fresh water supply system. I want to give some benefits of limestone as other benefits here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I do want to read some of them here as well. Okay, my peeps, let me grab mine. I'm looking for my glasses here so I can read some of the other benefits. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm not old, but I'm not a spring chicken, so I need a little extra 4 eyes, extra 2 pair eyes sometimes. So it says here, these are some of the benefits, right? It said limestone is used in building materials in construction. Um, it has is used for balancing the pH of soil, soil, for agriculture, is used for water purification, as stated before, and also for air pollution. Not hair like, I know I have a little accent, but not hair like what's on your head. Although some people here could actually use a little limestone cleaning, but no, by the way, it's used for pollution. I didn't even know that. I'm wondering how is it used for pollution? Do they take a piece of stone and throw it in here? Well, I need to do some more research on that. And it's used in medicine like antacids, which is interesting. I wonder how is that used in antacids. Toothpaste, cosmetic, um, beauty product, natural beauty, essential minerals like calcium. It has essential minerals like calcium. So, you can get from all this that the strength of limestone is the purification aspect, soil, you know, air pollution, water. So yeah, that's an interesting discovery that I learned. So my peeps, if once Jamaica is going to rebuild, they're wonderful people, support. If Caribbean people in general, I love everybody from the Caribbean. I love everybody. I say that we all one people. I don't care if you speak Spanish, French. We're all one people. Beautiful place. Caribbean is beautiful, right? So let's all support each other. Jamaica will rebuild from the hurricane. And if you do go to Jamaica and you're in Trelawny, they have different rivers in Jamaica that does rafting as well. But this one, of course, Martha Brae, is located in Trelawny. Yeah, if you're in that area, you definitely enjoy. It's a well worth tour, and I think you'd enjoy, of course. So, my peeps, thank you for stopping by my channel again. Please continue to support, like, share, and subscribe. Help this channel to grow. As I discover, I'm going to share my discoveries with you as well, and we all learn together. Thank you so much, my peeps, and have a wonderful day.